Hello and welcome to the What the Heck Do I Know PM Update. I'm Leah. On our Project Management Fusion segment tonight, Mia has a story on stakeholder management, why this crucial part of project management is often overlooked, and how one project management team fixed a deteriorating situation and saved a festival in the process. Please stay tuned. I really enjoy making these videos, and if you get value out of them or just enjoy watching, please hit like, subscribe, and feel free to leave me a comment. What the Heck Do I Know presents PM Update with Leah and Mia. And now your host, Leah. Welcome back to Project Management Fusion. As promised, Mia has the story of how the event planning team in charge of the Mission Renaissance Festival avoided a major catastrophe by upping their stakeholder management game. With around 500,000 visitors every year and 9 weeks of themed events, you can't imagine how much this team has going on when it comes to planning. This year, there was a conflict between some of the different stakeholder groups that wasn't managed properly in the beginning and got way out of hand. Bill Boxhall started the festival planning season by doing all the right stakeholder management things. The PM team identified stakeholders, conducted an analysis, and defined an approach strategy for each based on power interest grid. They had a stakeholder register and a plan for keeping everyone informed to their typical interest level. And since most of the team for this year was the same as last, it wasn't too different from what they were doing before. The problem started when a new CEO for the festival, Rick Borman, took over midway through the planning process. When Rick met with the team, he told them that he planned on taking a very hands-on approach with his new position. The team was disturbed by the abrupt departure of the previous CEO who they had worked with for over a decade. Since they were midway through the planning process, they didn't expect they would need much support from Rick and did not update their stakeholder management plan. Nor did they believe his preferred level of engagement. In the engagement level classifications, the previous CEO always started out the planning season as leading, but at this stage reverted to supportive, because most of the major decisions needing his input were done in this phase. Rick called Bill into his office on the second day for a full report. Bill was annoyed by the interruption of his planned productivity to produce a report and deliver it in person. When he went to Rick's office, it showed. Rick informed him that he wanted someone on the team to provide daily updates in person and in writing for the next month. Bill agreed, but didn't really intend to do it if the team was too busy. Rick started attending the daily stand-up meetings, making the team feel like they were being micromanaged, and asking questions about things that were already resolved. Tension between Rick and the planning team was growing, and neither side was doing anything to improve the situation. When a conflict came up with theme selection, Bill took the late report into Rick's office, hoping for his support to sort it out. Rick listened to Bill's report, skimmed the written version, said no, then suggested they both get out of the office for a few minutes. Bill was irritated with him again. He didn't have time for this nonsense. But Rick was his boss, so he went. Bill wanted to talk about the theme conflict again at the coffee shop. Rick didn't respond to his request, but instead acknowledged that it must be tough for the team to be dealing with a new CEO in the middle of a planning season. Like it or not, though, he was the new CEO. And he was going to do things differently than the last one because that was his management style. It was especially important his first year to be aware of everything. The sooner the team accepted this, the sooner they could concentrate on the important things. The festival, the themes. Bill had a few minutes to think about what he said and realized that he was right. When Rick got off the phone, Bill told him he was right and agreed to drop the attitude and to talk to the rest of the team about theirs. When they got back to the office, Bill's planning team and Rick called in all the other stakeholders for an emergency meeting. Rick laid out the options to the other groups, got their input, then made the decision. To make up for the earlier conflict, Bill invited Rick to the Friday evening happy hour gathering so that they could all get to know each other better. Bill realized that even though he was providing the requested information, stakeholder management wasn't just about reports and providing data. It was about maintaining relationships between the team and stakeholders, and he and his team had not done a very good job of it in the beginning. With teamwork, communication, and a solid engagement plan, everyone was able to come together at the end to save the themes. That is great news, Mia. Fall in Texas would not be the same without the Mission Renaissance Festival. Well, that's all we have for What the Heck Do I Know's PM Update with Leah and Mia and our Project Management Fusion segment for this week. Thank you for watching and see you tomorrow on our next episode of PM Update. Good night. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. I love seeing comments too.